All right, good evening, Dayton. Welcome to the Town of Dayton Planning Board regular meeting and public hearing this Wednesday, March 4th, 2026. Can you please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you. And I want to confirm the next meeting will be here on Wednesday, March 18th, same time. And Mr. Easterday, you're not going to be present for that one, right?
Correct.
We're going to need the run through to make sure we can fire up the Zoom, because I know a lot of times it's a big mess.
So
With that, Dan?
cable will definitely be here as well.
Okay,
I'm gonna
that's what you said last time,
WWE
too.
Coverage, I know, but
Remember that didn't happen either?
I will make sure
I
as
mean, it was an unfortunate incident, it had a very good reason for not being there.
yes.
But we couldn't log into Zoom, and cable definitely wasn't there. I think we used your phone, right?
Yeah, oh, that one.
Something.
Yeah. I said, all right, just connect to Dan Higgins' cell phone and we'll do that. You got through it. Looks pretty. All right, so we're just gonna run through. So first item on the agenda is the public hearing for Tyler Gooch and Brad Staples, 553 and 543 Center Street. We got an email requesting continuation for the March 18th meeting. So somebody want to make a motion we have to motion to continue that?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Made and seconded, and by roll call,
Robert Woods is an aye.
Joe Figurito, and I.
Cavallo is an aye.
And Higgins, aye. Chris Cunha, aye.
All right, that's 5 ayes, that's a lot of ayes. Next item on the agenda is to really discuss the solar moratorium. So in your packets, I guess, I must have printed a different view. It's, yeah, that's really hard to read. I printed like the markup or something, I don't know.
For one.
Yeah, I don't know what I printed, but,
The change, you just accepted all three things.
no, I didn't accept anything.
Oh,
So I don't know if anybody got a chance to read this. I would admit, it's actually very hard to read. So let me, I guess I can read it because it's only a page. And I can tell you where it's at. So, so the whole point of this is, and Dan mentioned this at the last meeting, saw the video, where the state of Massachusetts is not going to have draft bylaws for us to look at until sometime this month. And because of the amount of work we've got to do to update our bylaws, which we've already been very proactive in the town of Dayton to have very strong solar and battery storage bylaws, but doesn't matter, we have to now change everything over. We're not going to have adequate time between now and annual town meeting to really do this justice. So we're asking for a moratorium for solar and battery energy storage system permits for the town of Dayton through June of 2028. And the rationale for asking for it for so long is we figured that we wanted to chew on this for about get the information from the state, chew on it for about a year, meaning go through either get legal counsel, do all the due diligence we need for probably through next year timeframe, and then it would give us ample opportunity for getting things through an annual town meeting with plenty of slack, where if it doesn't succeed at the town meeting for whatever reason, it would give us another season to go around and to get that approved. So I don't see us going through June of 2028, but I don't want to have to come back to this and ask again. So we're giving ourselves plenty of runway for that. But I'll read this as: the town will vote to amend town zoning bylaws to insert a new section as follows. So it's just one article. It won't be Article 1, so it'll be whatever it is necessary to be in the warrant. It's a temporary moratorium on the construction of solar electric generating facilities and energy storage installations. So the town of Dayton currently has several, and I want to talk about that, approved solar electric generating facilities, commonly referred to as solar farms, completed in 2018 and 4 co-located with energy storage installations that are in the permitting process. Pursuant to the Dayton bylaws, solar electric generating facilities are allowed pursuant to site plan review and special permit in the residential zoning district. So one question I had for you, Carrie, was in that first paragraph. I know you gave me this list.
Yes,
And so in the email I sent you, that first paragraph, I wanted to have it say the town of Dayton currently has 9 approved solar electric generating facilities, commonly referred to as solar farms, started as early as 2015 with X fully operational and X still in construction, awaiting completion before going online. Do we know how many of these are fully operational?
I think all but 3.
So 6.
I need to confirm that with the building department, but I believe it's all but 3.
We think 6, and that would be 3. Question mark. Under construction and awaiting completion before going online. Blank of these solar farms are co-located with energy storage installations. I know not all of these have battery.
Correct. I
You
think
know,
we have
I don't, because it's not obvious.
2. I think it's 2, the one on Tremont Street and then the one on Brook Street.
So
The
Tremont
only one I,
and Brook, right? Those are the only.
Those are the only 2.
one on Main Street though.
No, we haven't had any upgrades.
I don't have anything on the pipeline right now. Anybody, any applications?
No,
No, actually, I did have a gentleman, but that was for a small scale, not large. So it's for a homeowner. Their package wasn't complete, so
Okay, but what happens with that if this goes through, if we vote not to do?
but this is for large scale though. isn't it?
this is for,
Or is it for
this is for
all?
everything.
Okay,
And because everything counts
correct.
for the state.
I got you. So,
But the town, I think we should have a start date, right? Because the town requires us to have our things in place by December, right?
So to Joe, I didn't even think of that, but it's a good point. Joe just said. Is there a way to do this without preventing a single homeowner, small scale, from setting up something at their house during this moratorium? Can this be a large scale only moratorium?
If we decide to, yeah. But that's really,
I think
that's,
that somebody's like, I just need it in my house, and they're like, sorry, no solar farms.
Yeah, I agree. I think,
Well, it's not, like, if you just put it on your roof at home,
no, that doesn't even require anything.
right,
That's a building permit.
But ground mount.
Small scale ground
ground
mount.
mount, okay, that's still considered a solar farm?
no, but what you consider, what I consider, what he considers.
That's what, no, that's why I'm asking,
Well,
yeah.
we specifically call out small scale in here to mean things that people put in their yard. And large scale is this big threshold.
Yeah,
What is the actual maximum that is allowed per household? You know, wattages, whatever.
It's in here in the threshold. I didn't bring my,
forgive me, I didn't bring
I
my-
didn't bring mine. Small
So my-
scale is,
I guess my point is if we did it in a way that this does not include up to a certain voltage or however.
yeah, it's wattage, by wattage.
Megawatts is the word you're looking for, Joe.
I'm sorry?
Megawatts.
Megawatts, there you go.
50 kilowatts.
Kilowatts.
Small scale ground mounted may be located in a parcel less than lot size required by the bylaw, notwithstanding the foregoing any small scale which exceed will not be located, yeah, so it's 50 kilowatts,
Kilowatts.
550 kilowatts, yeah.
That's the maximum that a household can have.
To be small scale in our bylaw.
Okay.
There's nothing
All right,
preventing a
so
household having more than that.
If we put that on this moratorium, that is allowed and up to those kilowatts. And after
Well,
anything above that,
we can just say, this is for large scale only.
Yeah.
And small scale is exempted.
there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
That's why you get paid the big bucks, is to think that.
Yeah, divide by 2. You wait, pal. It's coming. Divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. You never get to 0. So we think 2 is a battery, right?
I'll confirm that tomorrow.
So I filled in the blanks. It's like Mad Libs. So I got 6, 3, and 2. So we have 6 fully operational, 3 still under construction and awaiting completion before going online, and 2 of these are co-located with energy storage installations. That's the only change in what you have in front of you, but now it sounds like I'm going to add the words somewhere strategic that talks about this only applies to large scale, all small scale as per the bylaw, yada, 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 section. I'll add that in here. But that's the only change I'm gonna make, but otherwise it's gonna be the same. That's it. Okay, I will take care of that. And this was in the email I sent you, because I said, you sent me this this table,
Yep.
and then
Oh,
this is what I replied to you with and said,
yep.
I need help filling the blanks in, because I don't know what the numbers have to be.
Right, and actually, when, on the document, I just responded to your comments on the side, the answers, so that's, instead of filling it in.
Okay,
I can certainly do that, but I think I'll wait until you do your update,
okay.
and then,
All right, so I'll swap out this, the paragraph under authority or purpose
okay,
with this one, and those numbers will be in there, and then I'll add that other text, and I'll get that back to you.
okay.
All right? Easy peasy. Any other questions from anybody? Concerns, questions? Okay. All right. Next item on the agenda is the potential mill overlay district zoning change. This is Mr. Higgins is championing this topic, so you want to talk to us, please?
Yeah, so this is something a lot of towns, almost every town in Massachusetts probably has an old mill in it someplace. So most towns have done something like this. Is that, historic mill buildings are just kind of fundamentally different from typical, residential or commercial buildings. They're large, pre-existing structures. They're difficult to reuse under conventional zoning rules. We have one in town. It has been attempted to be resold multiple times, failed each time, no buyers. It's grossly underutilized. It's failing. I mean, literally, it's failing. The owner's behind on taxes, it's building being repossessed. And it's just not something that you want the town to inherit. I mean, if the town were to inherit that, wanted to do something like, oh, well, let's just demolish it. Well, demolishing a 525,000 square foot building is probably going to be like
Awesome.
7 million. And
Ish.
And then it's contaminated land, so there probably has hazmat concerns in there that might inflate it to 15.
Yeah, that's big.
And then you're left with contaminated soil that nobody can walk on. You can't turn it into a park unless you want to dig up 33 acres and replace the soil.
You just cap it. It has to be capped.
Well, I
but
mean,
you
but
can.
a concrete park, you capped it. I mean,
You could, like in my line of work, we've built like turf fields
Yeah.
on contaminated land, but the idea is you have to treat the soil and then cap it and then basically not move it. So it's possible, but unlikely.
yeah, I mean, but
You're near water, that's a whole nother.
this is not a
you're right.
problem that you want the town to inherit. So I think we need to get in front of the problem and explore how, from a zoning perspective, we can incentivize somebody to come in and utilize that property. So we have a lot of towns with examples that have done this. We have a lot of stuff to look at as to draw from for how to do this. Carrie, you sent out something again today. So I know it would be very tight to come up with something before the next town meeting. I have spoken with the selectmen about this, or at least some of the selectmen. They're very much in favor of it. They're very much in favor of the fact that we can't wait a year to see what happens, because that building could just go downhill fast in a year. So I'd like to try to see if we can attempt to get this on a warrant.
Mhm.
We may not be successful because of the extent of what we need to review, but
I've started working on it, so I'm working.
yeah, I saw your example. I think you one was from Warren, Mass. One was from Northbridge.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
sorry. That's it. All right.
I mean, who would, I mean, I think the glaring benefit would be a tax benefit, right? Is that, who decides that?
Meaning
Like,
where the money goes, or?
no,
what's
so,
received?
okay, I'm Tesla. I
Okay.
wanna take this factory over, but it needs obviously millions of dollars of repair and so on and so forth.
Okay,
So what advantage do I have? Like, what's the benefit for me to come in and spend all this money versus just buy some land and build a brand new building, right?
right,
Tax relief
right.
for X amount of time
Mhm.
until, I don't know.
Yeah, kind of like a pilot program.
It's like a pilot.
I mean, who,
That's negotiated with the selectmen.
'Cause,
And
I
the Board of
mean-
Assessors, I think, have to sign
Board of
off-
Assessors.
have to sign off on it.
Yeah.
because I mean, obviously, business, the reason we want more business is because we want tax revenue, but this is kind of a one-off where, how do you expect somebody to go in
That-
to undertake or to go through with all these repairs? And I'm sure there's things we don't even know about, or
Yeah.
the building commissioner or department doesn't know about, because as anyone knows, when you start digging into things and peeling back layers, then there's a whole nother set of things. So that would be my only, I mean, that would be probably the biggest incentive. And then,
Do any of you guys know anything about the structural end of it, of the building, from the previous commissioner? 'Cause supposedly there was some issues there. And he insisted that they did that, or hired a structural engineer to come in to review all of that. And I think that's when they got the price for that. That was the,
Significant amount of money.
I'm sorry,
Was a significant amount of money.
just for the structural end of it. That never went anywhere, so that's the reason why they stopped paying mortgage and whatever have you, including the taxes to the town. Am I correct, or?
Yes, and there's one other big bill, one other utility affiliated with the town of Dayton. There's a significant lien in place. I just,
I just don't think that saying, I don't think anybody's gonna want it, means we get to walk away from the problem.
so I apologize because I didn't read through this part of the packet, but is that a mixed use, or that's industrial only?
This is an overlay, which means it has new rules. And if we want the new rules, or we suggest the new rules in a warrant, that it be mixed use, then that's the suggestion. And that is 90% of where most, mill renovations have gone.
I mean,
mixed
look
use.
at Fall River. You can't even touch a mill apartment. You can't get one. As fast as they go up, they get people buy them or lease them, whatever the terms are, but I don't know about each individual. Some you buy, you own,
Yeah,
and some are rental.
Right.
They're all full because as soon as they fill one building, they buy another one and repeat the process. So New Bedford, they're all over New Bedford, they're all over Fall River, if I'm not mistaken. Taunton is doing the same thing as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
They just got an approval for 400 or 500 apartments over on West Britannia's area.
And
Yes.
I don't think that's what the town of Dayton is looking for. Another X amount of apartments. Our school systems are already full. The fire and police are stretched thin. The whole entire town is stretched thin. The piece of property is industrial. The whole entire piece is industrial land. It's our most valuable piece of industrial land in the entire town. And in my opinion, it's really not the planning board's business for trying to lure in business. We're just here to approve projects, not to look for more things. And in order to get the zoning change, we take a 2/3 majority. And I've been fighting off development over there for over 20 years, and I probably got another 20 years left in me. It's gonna be real hard.
At least you hope so.
Yeah, hey, believe me, I'm working hard to stay healthy. I am totally against the zoning change for that industrial piece of land. And you do what you want with it, but the town don't need more residents. And look what they did in Taunton. They allowed those people to put in, like Joe said, over 400 apartments with insufficient parking. They have more people and not enough parking for all the cars. It was the most bizarre thing. I've been following that from day one. And I've been following this mill for over 20 years. And I will continue to fight very hard to not get a zoning change. And that's all I'm going to say about this.
I'm not talking about the zoning changing at all. It's already on the overlay. So therefore,
There's no overlay on there now.
there is no.
It's industrial
Right
only.
now, it's just industrial only, which is
Well,
what
let-
happens is,
Okay, I thought this had gone into the overlay, but
You know,
No,
let me just
this-
say this.
It's
too.
what's being proposed, yep.
I'd like to say another thing too about overlays. We've created overlays in the past, right? And we rushed into them, and we better not rush into this one. Look at the people on William Street when we allowed somebody to have a what kind of business where they could sell cars, right? And they promised us all kinds of stuff. And look what it looks like today. And every one of those residents and neighbors that came in to say that was going to happen were right. And the planning board was wrong. So let's not go down that road. You got enough to do. Why create more problems?
Okay, well, I'm gonna say, a statement you made about it's not the planning board's job to make changes, it's the planning board's job to make approvals. We're not the action board, we're the planning board. And if we
That's
see
your
something that
opinion.
doesn't make
That's
any
your
sense, then it's our job as the planning board to step in and try to make improvements. And this is, I think, is a step in that direction.
Well, hey, good luck.
Thank you. Mr. Higgins, back to you.
So I think the next step would be that carry a placeholder on the warrant. I'd be willing to work with you, whoever, to come up with some draft language for us to be reviewing, much like, I think the solar seems to be pretty finalized. That's probably not draft anymore. I know there are a couple other warrant articles that we have to put on there for zoning, like Ollie's Law for kennels and
Yeah.
whatever. This one
There
is really
should be a
draft.
public hearing for this, right? This is the most densely populated area in the entire town.
We've moved on, Woody.
Yeah, move on, Jeff.
We've moved on. We're on a different subject. We're talking about
No, you're not.
Ollie's Law.
No, you're talking about putting that on the warrant.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely talking about that.
Yeah, you are.
So the step would be a placeholder that we have between now and what time to come up with some verbiage for the warrant?
So for the warrant, actually, we need it before the warrant because we gotta have the public hearing.
Okay, so what?
So, and we were shooting for the May
Sixth.
6th,
May 6th.
May 6th.
So we would need some either draft or very firm language, if not absolutely,
And actually,
so-
forgive me, it's May 6th is the public hearing, but we have to have it 2 weeks prior because it's gotta be in the
Okay.
paper.
And quickly, you're like,
Yeah,
I know, so,
yeah.
I think, I was talking to Carrie about it. I don't think there's enough time to get it manual.
Mm.
Definitely work on it, but I think you're gonna be hard pressed. And I don't want to rush into it.
yeah,
Yeah.
so we probably a special would be the
Be
earliest.
more appropriate,
More appropriate.
just to give you enough
Yeah.
time. I
And
mean,
the
I
other-
wouldn't take your foot off the gas, though.
No, yeah,
No, and the other thing is I'll have to get in touch with Weston Sampson because they would be, to do our zoning map.
6, 1.
So if it was approved, they have to update our zoning map and stuff like that. So I wanted to talk to Jim at Weston Sampson and see,
It would have to be
I don't know
April,
what's entailed with that.
yeah, so May 6th means you gotta have it by April 22nd,
Mhm.
which means we'd have to have really everything wrapped up by April 8th. And it's March 8th, it's March
A
4th.
month and a half.
It's a month, yeah, and not saying it can't be done, it's just,
Away.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't take your foot off the gas, but
okay, so probably, but do you have to know tonight whether or not to put it a
No.
placeholder?
no, what I can do is request the placeholder and then if it's determined it's not gonna be ready, I'll just have it.
Okay, so.
Yeah.
We can move forward, it's unlikely,
Yeah,
more likely a special town meeting, but
yeah.
we can proceed. Okay. So no votes needed tonight, or anything?
No,
No.
so I have a question of what's in the packet here. So the Northbridge one, it says it right on there. What's the other one? I thought that's what I thought. You generated a draft and that's what that was.
It says warrant in it. Oh, the word warrant, I think it's warrant in it.
Oh, okay.
Bridge and Warren, yeah.
Okay.
That was just another example.
Laura, there it is.
Yeah.
So my second number and under purpose. I thought that was something you generated with as a draft. That's what I thought that came out. I'm like, wow. Not nothing. All right, anything else, Dan?
That's it.
All right. Next item on the agenda is the approval of the meeting minutes for February 18th, 2026. You can make a motion.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded by roll call.
Robert Woods abstain.
Joe Figurito, yes.
Jeff Cavallo is a yes.
Dan Higgins, yeah?
Chris Coonier, yes.
Yes, is an abstention. Mrs. Easterday, is there any correspondence?
None.
Public input?
Just one,
Yes, sir.
it's yearly discussion about
Please state your name and address for the record.
Leonard Hall, 760 Main Street, Dayton.
Thank you.
Earlier discussion in regards to Mr. Higgins' proposal. Your proposal included a zoning change, or was that to create incentives?
No, I don't know. We are not able to create incentives. So that would be a board of assessors, and I guess the selectmen too, I thought it was all the board of assessors, but it would be zoning,
So,
yeah.
as Mr. Woods said earlier, we don't have much industry to begin. Secondly, I'm well aware of the Serpent proposal, the presentation that they did. And that did include recommendation for housing. And very much aware of the old factories in Whitton and the housing that has come about. That's all well and good. But when you have a tax rate that is as high as it is in Dayton, and you're decreasing the potential for industrial tax dollars, I don't know if that's the best decision. Secondly, as Mr. Woods said, our schools are maxed out. This town is cash strapped. And Bill Rooney's gonna be coming asking for $20 million from the town that's having trouble paying for BP. Because we need a new building at the elementary school. But also, there's no room. There's not room for large-scale housing growth in his community. So I'll mention that for the record at this time. I'm sure we'll have more discussion about it.
Thank you very much. All right, want to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Thanks.
All in favor?
Right.
Aye.
Aye. Good night, Woody.
Yeah, good night.
Good night, Dayton.
Hey, Woody.
Sorry, who seconded that?
Chat, Dan.
Just a nanosecond.
What's the name of the second?
That wasn't you. You usually don't come in. I was.
They used to be shot.